Everybody, I'm Captain Zeus and welcome back to BP Fun. In today's video, I got a bunch of Marvel news we're going to be going over. So rumor has it, Shang-Chi 2 is in development. It has a spicy working title. Supposedly called Shang-Chi and the Wreckage of Time, this film would reveal that the 10 rings were created by a Kang variant. The Ages of Atlas would also make their debut in the movie, along with most of its members. The movie, supposedly, will feature time travel and will be one of the untitled films on the Phase 6 slates. Now, there's no confirmation of this, as this is just a rumor gaining some traction. Now, there's some more speculation going around, but this one's a little bit more plausible as it's in relation to Captain America Brave New World. In this latest rumor, the film's new rewrites will have Sam Wilson reassemble the Avengers after his fight with Thunderbolt Ross, aka Red Hulk. He will realize Earth still needs its mightiest heroes, while also learning that their biggest threat to this reality is actually Kang the Conqueror. Shuri's Black Panther and Joaquin Torres' Falcon are supposedly in the film. Now, this sounds more plausible due to the leaked merch images that we've seen, as well as the consistent reshoots that have been going on delaying this film. Now, here's something a lot of you MCU fans are going to get excited for. Kevin Feige, reportedly, is considering having Deadpool and Wolverine in Avengers Kang Dynasty. The original plan was to have them in Avengers Secret Wars, but the plans changed due to him being very impressed with the Deadpool and Wolverine film, according to Daniel RPK. Now, that is to say, if Avengers Kang Dynasty is still going to happen due to the whole Jonathan Majors situation, as well as them just not casting or recasting the character as of this moment. Now, if this is still happening, Kang Dynasty that is, there's a lot of work they need to do to build up towards this next Avengers film, because it's a giant event, a colossal movie that this should be, and needs to be built up as one. But my concern is I don't think having Deadpool and Wolverine in that film is going to make it that way. I don't think having them in there is really going to help or change anything, considering the focus would be more so on them and less on Kang himself. So we'll just have to see as to if Kang Dynasty is even still in development. I know they said they just changed it to Avengers 5. More than likely, they're going to do it where it's like Avengers Secret Wars Part 1 and 2, which is what I'm going to get into right now. It sounds like Avengers Secret Wars is actually going to get split into 2 films due to it being a supposed 5-hour length, which makes sense because Secret Wars is a huge storyline with so much going on, and it affects not only the main universe, but just the multiverse in general. So having that split up into 2 films does make sense. It's what they did with Infinity War. That's how it came out to be such a great film, even though you can still release films in between those, which seems to be the plan, as they reportedly made Kang Dynasty Avengers 5, but maybe that's not the case anymore. Maybe they're still going with it. Who knows? But if you want to make this a good movie, you got to split it up into 2 films. You can't just do it into one 2.5-hour movie. It's not going to end up as good as you want. Now, I'm sure you've all seen the announcement for the Fantastic Four MCU cast that came out on Valentine's Day. We have a little bit of news and Easter eggs that we found out for Fantastic Four. It looks like the film will take place in 1963 due to the Life's magazine that Ben Grimm is holding. If you look at the comparison to the Real Life magazine, it has President Lyndon B. Johnson in there. It seems to be very familiar in terms of what those images are. However, there was a fan that pointed out that the suit Ben has on in the painting wasn't used until the late 60s, as it's a direct inspiration from Neil's suit during the Apollo 11 launch. So who knows? There's already some Easter eggs Marvel is dropping for us to get everybody excited and speculative for this film. And we're also going to get the lovable Herbie robot in this film making its debut on the big screen from the art that we saw Marvel releasing. Now, speaking of Fantastic Four, something that we reported on several times in previous MCU news videos here, so don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Disney is looking to cast Silver Surfer and Galactus in this film as the big bads. Javier Bardem is still the top choice to play Galactus, and Marvel is trying to work around his schedule, according to The Insider. Now, Dr. Doom is supposedly going to appear in this movie, but they won't cast him until after filming has already begun. However, they should just cast Adam Driver because he's honestly just a solid choice and probably one of the better ones, if we're being completely honest. Now, also reported by The Insider, and something that I reported in one of my last MCU news videos, Blade has been delayed to 2026 in terms of release instead of 2025 that they previously said like literally a few months ago, which is such a disappointment to hear. But Mahershala Ali says he is happy with the way the script is going for this film, so things are looking way better than before. I mean, I'd rather see them delay the movie and give us the next best thing than release it as is and give us, like, I don't know, Captain Marvel. We don't want another Black Widow to happen, although there was a lot of issues with that movie. It's just straight garbage. And you all should be excited for this movie just as much as me, because Blade is such a fantastic character, and honestly, we need this. Now, rumor has it, according to The Ankler, Nicolas Cage is in talks to star in the Amazon live-action Spider-Man Noir series. For those that don't remember, we also did a video on this, talking about how the film will follow an older, grizzled superhero in 1930s New York City. The show will be set in its own universe, and the main character will not be Peter Parker. They're also, if you didn't know, making a live-action Silk Spider Society series over there on Amazon. What do you guys think about this Marvel news and rumors that have been going around this past week? Let us know in the comments below. I'm Captain Zeus, and I'll catch you guys later. See ya.